Hello and welcome to another update video about Gala. I'll keep it short because I want to catch up on various cryptocurrencies that have made some nice moves here overnight and in the morning here in the UK. So we talked yesterday about this additional move up that would be expected as long as we're holding the yellow support area for this wave 4, which we did. So overall I did upgrade yesterday the count before this last move up happened because of what, just what happened, right? So we're talking about Gala here as a possible impulse. I mentioned the risk that this relabeling involves because I had to relabel it in a way that I'm counting this now as a 1-2-1-2 setup. What does that mean? It means that this first uptrend 1, 2, 3, is not even finished. Or it's close to be finished, the wave 3 at least, but then we still have a wave 4 and a wave 5 to go. That involves the risk that all of this is not one complete impulse. It's two partial impulses that will eventually, hopefully, complete a complete impulse if we want to have more hope that this whole move is something more bullish and not just a bear market rally. In my opinion, at the moment, this is just a corrective rally, and I did mention that before yesterday. And I said until we get above at least 4.9 cents, but even clearer would be a move above 7 cents, or I think it's 7.2 cents. We are still in a daily downtrend, so we need to be careful about any chasing here or anything. If you chase anything here and if you buy into the pullbacks or so, just set your stop losses correctly, okay? Because we are still overall in a bear market. We're just seeing a relief rally that we've seen many times before. A lot of fake lows have been made before. I just want to warn, because there's far too many people out there who are just saying Gala will go to the moon from here, which I don't think it will, and even if it won't go there in a straight line, okay? So there will always be pullbacks, there will always be entry points. The worst thing you can do is to let your emotions take guide of you and, just like go all in or whatever, buy the top, and then it comes down again. So we want to take it in from an objective point of view. Breathe before you do anything, and look at the risks and the possibilities here. I mean, this is now moved from the moment when we broke out of this descending wedge that we talked about back then, and I'm on the log chart now, I need to go here, this nicely defined descending wedge. We did move from that breakout point around 150%. It did go higher than originally anticipated, but as I always say, when you have a trend running, first of all, these targets can overshoot, and don't exit a trade before you have a reversal signal, and don't enter a short trade before you have a reversal signal, because otherwise you're just shorting into an active uptrend. So these trends can go as long as they go, and we just have to keep up with them. Okay, so yesterday I mentioned to you that we could be in this third wave here, that we've done a 1, a 2, a 3, that we're waiting for the wave 4 to complete, which possibly was complete, and we're now pushing higher in the fifth wave. That fifth wave would complete that third wave. I mentioned to you that, did I give you a target actually for the fifth? I'm not sure, let's do that now. Target for the fifth, based on the latest low, would be the ideal target, 4.24 cents. That should, in all likelihood, complete this fifth wave. And then we should get the third complete, and then there would be another fourth, and then a fifth. And only then we can talk about a complete impulse that's emerged here. Until then, there's a risk that this is just, in yellow, an ABC correction. Because it could very well be just a larger ABC, because here we've reached perfectly the 1.618 fib extension, and that is for a wave C an ideal target. So the fact that I had to label this 1-2-1-2 means we don't have a complete impulse complete, and we will only have that when we have 5 waves complete, and that's why it can be an ABC correction. Bear in mind, in an ABC correction you can also have 2 impulses, a wave A and a wave C. They can be impulsive, and therefore until we have 5 waves complete it's so hard to distinguish them. And an ABC correction would be in line with my higher level scenario here, that this is just a higher degree wave 4, which would eventually break down in a fifth wave and make one more lower low. So at the moment I'm highly skeptical that this bear market is already over. All we are seeing here is just a move up. We have so many resistance levels to cross. We are overbought on the hourly. Okay, that's not too much a problem. We are overbought on the 4 hour We are overbought on the daily. So I'm just saying, be careful, okay? We're overbought on the 2-day chart. So anybody who entered at any point, I would just move up my stop loss. But what happens now? Where should we be? What should we hold now? So if we now look really in the micro here in the nano level, it is possible. Let me just look at the fibs here actually. 1, 2. Yeah, it reached just about the 1.618 extension. So here in this wave 5, I'm not going to label this because then we're talking about really nano counting here, but that this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should really turn up imminently in a wave 5, and then we can say we've got at least the wave 3 complete. To do that, we need to avoid an overlap with wave 1, which would be here at 3.52 cents. Yeah, to have a good likelihood of still moving higher. We can also look at the Fibonacci retracements that we should not break below, so it should hold. Yeah, it needs to hold the current level. Yeah, it needs to hold 3.67 cents to have a likely move up still in a wave 5. I will observe that for you. So, but this could be currently the last wave 5 that we're observing, possibly to 4.2 cents. Then we have this wave 3 complete. Then there should be another probably shallow correction and then a wave 5 up. If we break now below this wave 4 low here at 3.16 cents, where I might have defined yesterday for you this reversal area. It was another entry area, though a weak one, because you never know if you get the 5th wave, but it worked out. So I would personally move my stop loss below that wave 4 low if I was involved here. I am actually, but I've got a longer term position, so not really for short term trading. But if we break below that, there's a good risk that we break down completely. Yeah, these are the levels that need to hold now. And I will keep you updated about Gala throughout the day. It seems to be interesting at the moment. What else is there to say? Maybe one more thing here. If I zoom out, yeah, on the 4-hour chart, just to highlight the perspective. I mean, what is certainly noteworthy and that has bullish implications is that we broke out of this descending wedge, but we are so far from breaking above any meaningful levels. I mean, the next real meaningful level is here the 4.9 cent level. That's the previous wave 4 high, but more important is actually this one, the wave 2 high, which is at 7.3 cents. That's the level that I mentioned in the beginning. And the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, which is so important of the greater Gala cycle. Yeah, this is so important. This has so much to do with market sentiment. That is round about at 10 cents. I'm going to show you that now. Just need to start obviously at the correct level. Here, 9.5 cents. That's the level we really need to get above at the very least. We did, when we broke down initially here, that was in May, we retested that level from below. That was quite bearish and we've just been dropping. And at the moment, what you're seeing here for me only looks a bit like a bear market rally. It is very strong though. But you know, if it gets above the 4.9 cent level, it increases the likelihood the bear market is over, but it won't be a confirmation. Above 7.3 cents, we can talk about that with higher likelihood, even more. And the move above the 88.7% Fib level, that's probably when I would assume that the bear market low was in, with a very high likelihood. Even though here nothing is confirmed yet, you know, there's still other possibilities how a bear market can continue, but with a much larger bounce in between. So we take it level by level, and I will give my best to guide you. Hope you like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.